I'll sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Hit him, 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 hit him. Listen, 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 listen. This Eagles talk, this talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's beat the squad. Big Pat, Nichelle and Pat, the dark job. Drop the stats on them, drop the facts on them. Spur King, baby, let's get it on.
Hey, fam, it's your man, Dante the Dark Knight. What is going on here? All right, I am having a little technical difficulties here. Hello? Why am I hearing two of these? I don't know what's going on. Are you guys there? Do you guys hear me? I'm sorry. Hello? All right. Why am I hearing two of me? I'm sorry, guys. I'm here. Our Philadelphia Eagles are victorious over the Green Bay Packers. You hear me okay, Jeremiah? Okay, because I'm hearing myself two times. I don't know why I'm doing that. But I'll continue to go on. You guys don't hear you don't hear double talking, do you? All right. All right, so I am 22-10, multiple turnovers. Offense didn't have the game that we expected it to have, but that's okay because we have the W, and that's the most important thing in the playoffs is just moving on to the next round. So we get a chance to move on to the next round, and that's all that matters to me. Now we could talk if we want to change this celebration into a criticizing match. We can do that. But I'm going to choose to celebrate this win because that's what it is. And this is the gladiator season. I failed to mention that in the pregame, but we are in gladiator season mode, meaning it's win or go home, win or die, and that's it. There's no more tomorrow. So when we extend our playoff run one more week, it's time to celebrate. And I'd rather do that, especially immediately following the game. Now, maybe in a couple days prior to our next meeting, we go over some of the areas that we can improve in, and we can get a little critical then. But today and right now, at this moment, we live to play another week. And because of that, I'm happy about that. The Green Bay Packers, as we said, they are an NFL team, and you can't expect them to lay down and just give us a game. We got the turnovers. Yes, that's true. We scored early. Yes, that's true. But this is an NFL team. So to expect that they would roll over after the early turnovers, after the early touchdown, is not realistic. And they did not. Even with all of the injuries that they had amassed before and during the game, they still played and they still battled, and my hat's off to them. That defensive line really gave us some work today and kind of slowed down that offense. I know we might look at it and say, we can improve greatly on our offensive play calling or whatever, and I think so also. But let's just give credit where credit is due, and that is the Green Bay defense did play a good game. They were physical up front. And here is my co-host, Nichelle.
I thought you
Nichelle, how
wasn't
are you?
trying to talk to me. I was like, wow, he just want to take over the show. I've been
Oh,
back there just chilling,
I
putting
didn't
the
even see.
comments up. Sorry, Jackie, if I got it wrong, dude. My bad, my bad.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
I'm like, okay, I guess Dante don't want to talk to me. He just want to he just want to go. But I hear what you saying, Dante. There were some Debbie Downers and some of the Philadelphia Eagles groups. I'm not here to criticize. This is playoff football. It's not going to look like we wanted. Did y'all not watch the other two games yesterday? Cuz they didn't look like what I thought they was going to look like either. But hey, guess what? Defense wins championships. That's all I know. That's all I know. Defense
You're
wins
right.
championships, and that's where we're at with it because everybody's bringing their A game, and I got to give credit to Green Bay's D line. They was chirping today, y'all. They wasn't trying to give us nothing, nothing,
They were not. They were not because last I checked, they were an
nothing.
NFL team also. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, oh,
so,
they was no slouches. Last I checked, they made it to the playoffs with us.
and the last time I
So
checked, they were a top 10. I mean, a top 5 defense at that. You know what
uh,
I mean? Like, yo, so,
people act like we playing bums, y'all. We in the playoffs. We're playing the best of the best in the league right now. Like, come on. Come on. Did
so
offense give us some high flying thing? No, it
mhm,
wasn't. But guess what? We did what we had to do. Did we put up more than 20 points? Yes, we did.
mhm,
Did we hold them down to less? Yes, we did. Did we win? Yes, we did. That's
yeah,
all that matters. You
and
don't
I'm gonna
care
take.
how we win, especially if it means getting to the Super Bowl. Is that we gotta get off that? What's this supposed to look like? The if the Chiefs had to flipped all their one score games this year, they would have won 5 games this year, y'all. 5.
Facts, facts.
Okay. They won most of their games by one score. Not looking pretty, not looking this, not looking that. Pat Mahomes ain't even in the MVP consideration, but you think they care in Chiefs land? No. They're like, we a dynasty. We win whatever. Whether we get the stats or we don't get the stats. Long as we get the W. And that's all they do is win. That's all we do is win. Accept it. It don't have to be pretty. We play bully ball. We was body blows today. We put 8 players out. Ouch.
No doubt.
Crazy.
I'm glad that this win came in the fashion that it did because now it reminded me of some of the things that I probably should have said in the pregame, which is we don't care how we win. We don't care how it looks. You know what I'm saying? This is gladiator season. All that we care is we are the survivors at the end of each week. And this week we were a survivor. Rest in peace, Green
Oh,
Bay Packers. We'll see you guys next year. But we are gladiators and we get to fight another week. It doesn't matter. We don't care how it looks. That was a
yeah.
great
Can we
example.
talk about Goddard? Goddard
Yeah.
said, I'm a grown man. This is my field. Get off me, son.
Yeah.
He stiff armed that boy 3 times
Three
and
times.
walked
Like, boy,
his
didn't
butt
I
right in
tell
the
you
end zone.
get back? Didn't I tell you? Like, yo, that was gritty. That was gritty ball, and that is something that we didn't see in our team last year. So it was a
Sure did. And
welcome to see that, man, to see the fight in them, the not giving up. You know, I know there were people sitting around and they wanted it to look a certain way and stuff like that. All I wanted to do was to keep the lead. I mean, that's the only thing I was worried about
that's
as
it.
the
And what
game
we
score
do,
is
we kept
keeping
the
the
lead.
lead. Yep, that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I was not upset. Excuse me. I was not upset. I just did not want to relinquish the lead at no cost, and that didn't happen. And the
That's right.
defense stood up and stood tall when they needed to. That's all that matters. When they needed that stop at the end, although you know the love really was a bad throw, and it was just bad communication. But hey, whatever. Our defense did what they needed to do during that stop, and that was the key to the game. That was a big stand right there. Offense got that key touchdown. Goddard manhandling the D-back and scoring when we need, you know, just doing what
What
you
we need
need
to
to
do to
do
win.
to win. That's what it's about. So let me go to some of you comments out there. Everybody's kind of hyped up. Rachel says, yeah, there was no quitting Green Bay. We don't have to blow everyone out. As long as we didn't have turnovers and too many injuries, I'm good.
Look,
Yes.
a practical fan that has some common sense about the game. Look at God.
Jake is a concern, yeah, but we
He
get to
been
live
lost his
another day.
mojo, y'all.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
just call it what it was.
yeah.
He ain't been Jake all season. It is what it is. But
It is
I
what it
told y'all
is.
that before the game.
We're going to have to just play past that.
Mm.
Um,
And we owe
Doc,
Sirianni an apology because remember he kept going for it on fourth down because he
yeah,
knew he's known all season that Jake wasn't that dude, and people kept hating Sirianni for not kicking field goals. Now you know why.
yeah. Now we do know why. Jock says Zach Bond deserves to be Defensive Player of the Year. He did have another outstanding game today. Jeremiah says the first play set the tone on the kickoff. Yeah, um, that was one of the key plays of the game. Let's imagine not getting that turnover in that first quarter
Mhm,
touchdown. What
mhm,
this game
mhm.
might have looked like. So yeah, that was a very very key play. Nikki says go Birds. Uh, Jack says yes he did, Nichelle. And Sulema, how are you, Sulema? I haven't seen you in a while. She
Hey.
says the commentators are calling them physical Philly. They better recognize. Yes, that's what we are, physical Philly, and we retained that title today because the Green Bay Packers defensive line brought it. Our offensive line battled. Our defensive line battled. So that was encouraging to see. That was encouraging to see that you
Most
know
definitely.
there was battle all the way to the end, and that's all you want to see. You want to see that fight in your team. That's that fight we didn't see in our team last year. That
Mhm.
fight it would have been over. That fight we had no fight. So to see this team as physical as it is, and with the fight and the heart that it has, is encouraging enough. And 22-10, man, it's a W. We
It
get to play
is.
next week.
Both
Every
defenses was being stingy today.
yes,
That was a defensive game. That reminded
yes,
me of the first half of the game last time. What was it? 6-7. What was it? Not the Bills game. Was it the other game where they had no points until the
yeah,
third, fourth quarter?
yeah, no
Defense is
doubt.
showing up in the playoffs, y'all. Y'all better recognize.
Because as you said, Michelle, these are the best teams remaining in the NFL. There's not a team that we're going to face from now till the Super Bowl
That's
that
not
is not a
top.
top team in the league. So expect that. And I rest, and I'm confident, not confident, but I rest easy knowing that we can win in a multitude of ways, and we showed that today. We showed that again today. What do you want to do? You want to have an ugly drag them, knock down, drag them out? That's what we were in today. We can win those.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what it's going to take next week. We don't know who the opponent is, but we don't know what it's
We don't
going to
know
take
what they're
next
going to
week.
bring to us next
So
week.
we have to adapt to whatever team we have to face next week. But I feel confident knowing that we can adapt and win in whatever manner we need to. That's how this team is built.
Yep.
So it
Amen
was
to that.
ugly. It was mud. We was fighting in the mud today and all that. It's
Listen.
okay, man. It's
Oh,
all
they
right.
tried it. You see my quarterback buck up, like back up off my running back, son.
Yes, yes, yes.
The whole O line came out. I was like, I wish you would buck up against Jalen. You know, my lot is about that life. He can't wait to fight somebody.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Now I am a little concerned about this. I'm hoping, I'm praying.
Yes, yeah.
N'Kobe, I really do. I really need N'Kobe to be all right, man. It would be very disappointing if he missed significant time in the
Yeah.
playoffs after the year that he has, and he is so critical to the success of the defense. I mean,
No.
he's a big part of why our defense played as well as it did this year. I'm sure we have a next man up mentality, but I would love that his injury not be so serious that it keeps him out of any significant time.
Hmm.
Um,
And
Smitty,
somebody mentioned that Green Bay blitz. Yeah, it was treacherous.
yes.
They had some of the best blitzing against us all season. Real
Hmm.
talk. Real talk. The fact we fought past that, sheesh.
No doubt, no doubt.
Sheesh.
Hold up now. You got all these paces in here. Which one? Who is who?
Julian's the
Julian.
oldest. What up?
Okay.
That's
And
my
Jonathan,
oldest.
no,
That's
that's
my
the youngest.
youngest.
Okay. Smitty
That's
will
right.
always be
And
clutch. All
that's the
right.
baby boy. Yeah.
That's the baby boy. I'm like, all right, that's a lot of paces in here. All right. He also says, mind you, we ran cover 3. They had to run it with Josh Jacobs. Yes.
Facts.
Yeah. Facts. Oh, Pat is in there. Pat says Jalen is rusty a lot. Shake my head, but a win is a win, and all we need to do is improve. Yes, Chairman Fred, keep the main thing the main thing. Win the game. That's it. That's
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't sum it up
And
any more
listen,
beautifully than
and
that.
not do stupid stuff with the ball. Sometimes you had to throw it away.
Yeah,
Sometimes people wasn't getting separation. But real talk, that blitz was rusty or not. That blitz was coming whether he was rusty or not. Blitz
but
was
no. Hey, look. How about some
crazy.
short routes? When
Right.
you see how about I was calling for them. I was calling for the short
What
route.
I say about Kellen?
Like, yo, Kellen had to do. He has to do a better job, man.
I'm sorry, his game plan was lackluster. And didn't I say we should use some of those short routes, middle of the field? That's what we were missing. You
That's
always go
what
on
we were
either
missing.
run or those outside plays and slant routes, but can I get some curls? Can I get some more motion? Can I get something else to disguise the play that you're about to run? We're not doing that. He has zero creativity with his play calling this week. You know what I mean? Some weeks he does good, but he's been inconsistent with giving us different looks and different schemes, especially against the blitz.
And that to me, that is uncommon, right? Because one of the things that I liked about this team during the year was its ability, and that was on both the offense and the defensive side of the ball, but its ability to make in-game adjustments. So that was kind of surprising to me that Kellen Moore did not make that critical adjustment of shortening the routes with the blitz coming. That was very
Yes.
surprising because
Yes.
he's usually good on making those in-game adjustments. So maybe we're talking about the rest of the quarterback. Hey, how about the rest of the offensive coordinator? Maybe he needs to
Can we
knock
talk
off
about it?
a little bit of
Maybe
rust
if he called a better
himself
game,
there.
our quarterback wouldn't look so rusty if he called some better routes.
No doubt.
Jalen shouldn't have had the audible as much as he did to account
Mhm.
for the blitz because he saw it coming.
Right,
If
right.
Kellen had drew up a game plan to account for the blitz, there wouldn't have been as much audibling as happened. Think about that too.
And everybody out there is to agree. Bobby Mack says we need a screenplay in the playbook. Young Jonathan says the amount of times I called them short outrights when we're playing zone outside. Shake my head. Yes. See, even the young buck knows. No way we bench at Hurts for 10 and we got this far with Hurts. We stick up. Oh hell no, we're not doing that. Who's even suggesting that?
No, yeah,
Chairman
both my
Fred.
kids was quarterbacks, so in high
Yeah,
school, so y'all not going to tell them nothing they don't know.
I think he doesn't like timing plays with Jalen. They want him to be a playmaker, not a point guard. What? They don't. They need to want him to be a point guard.
Why he can do timing plays?
Yes,
That's the
he could do
problem. We
that.
don't
What are you
have
talking
enough
about?
timing plays. Like there's not a play this man can't run. Whether it's a long ball, he could throw it across his body. He could run. Like, come on. That's
This
on
would
the OC at this point. If you got, like I said, you got all these Ferraris and you only driving them at 60 miles per hour. That ain't on the Ferrari. That's on the driver. Who's the
you're
driver?
right.
Kellen is the driver of these cars.
The game plan that seemed like would have fit perfectly with this defense and the way they were playing was that offensive game plan that we ran against the Pittsburgh Steelers following
Period.
that
Period.
Carolina game when we were trying to establish our passing game and showing that we still had a passing game. Those short intermediate crossing routes, that would have been perfect today. That would have been perfect. They were
Hmm.
blitzing a lot.
You
What are you
remember
doing?
that?
Yes.
Mhm.
Jalen cannot the blitz is coming. He has no time to wait for long developing
Developing
routes.
plays.
I mean, we don't have
Can we
time for
say
that.
that again? Just said that sitting on the couch. These plays are taking too long to develop. Why did Kellen put in plays that take this long to develop? You have to have short routes for the blitz. You have to have more of the screen passes for the blitz. Come on.
All right. Oh, we have waited way too long because Sulema is asking what
Oh,
you're drinking. So,
I'm drinking lemon drops.
all right. Let's do
The
this.
kettle.
You are watching Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles cover show around. That's by us Eagles fans, for us Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, especially after when we like to talk about our favorite football team, and we do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. So we waited way too long to have a celebratory shot. Celebrating our Eagles and their win in the wild card round. We move on to the divisional round now. So everybody grab your drink of choice and let us salute our Philadelphia Eagles. Let me get the soundboard up. All right, so switched it up a little bit, doing some ginger ale. Doing ginger ale now. Nichelle is doing the lemon drops. You guys will let me know what you're celebrating with as we do this in honor of our Philadelphia Eagles. 1-0. We just got to go 3-0. All right, here we go. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
Get it real loud.
Good. Yes.
Let's go.
Yes. Prayers for N'Kobe. Yes. That pass to Goddard broke their backs. Yes, it did. So was Kellen or Nick. Yes. Yes, I have to put some of that on Kellen or Nick, but I'll save that for the show in the middle of the week. Right now, I'm just so elated to have a win, a victory, man. We coming into the game, we talked about where we were last year going into that wild card weekend, how we had no confidence in our team, and they didn't discipline. They did disappoint us, but this year it's a different year, and we get out of the wild card round with a win, and that alone is reason to celebrate. So I'm just going to be happy and overjoyed that our Philadelphia Eagles get a chance to play again. I mean, we can't take wins for granted. We can't. We just can't. This is a win. We get to move on and celebrate it. Remember when we won that Super Bowl, that first win against Atlanta wasn't pretty.
It was not.
Wasn't.
I said it looks just like the Atlanta game.
Yep.
But
it was a catalyst that got us, that pushed us towards that Super Bowl victory. And hopefully this one right here, let's put everybody on notice that these games are for real. They're not going to be easy. You know what I mean? Sometimes, especially the young guys, we had rookies in this game. We had rookies in this game that needed that under their belt. They needed that first win under their belt.
Mm-hmm.
They needed to feel that physicality and the speed of a playoff game, the intensity of a playoff game, and realize that it is different than any regular season game.
Oh, we got Pat. We got Pat.
Pat
oh,
is
pretty close.
From Cabo.
Yes.
What's up, Pat?
What up?
You got me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Nope.
we hear you.
Nope.
Yo, it was a struggle. It was a struggle.
It wasn't that
We landed.
struggle. Stop.
We landed in Cabo when he took off. When he kicked off. Then for the whole first quarter and a half, we was in customs and can't get no reception.
Oh my goodness!
That
Wow.
stinks. I know you was heated.
Oh,
You gotta
But,
check
I-
with
You
your
was
scheduling.
heated.
Your scheduling person, man. Like, what are you doing scheduling a trip to Cabo on Wild Card Weekend during the game? What is going on?
so the NFC was supposed to play on Saturday. I thought like last year, but they played Saturday last year, and this year is
They put the AFC on yesterday.
yeah, I know. So yeah, we won. From what I see, I was kind of upset for a couple things. The defense balled out. They made Jordan Love look like a rookie.
Yeah.
From the two interceptions that he threw, I know he threw three interceptions, but the two interceptions that he threw was uncharacteristic of Jordan Love.
Yeah. Well,
Do we
and I
have-
said both D lines. Tell us what you think about. I said both D lines was putting in that work today.
Well, the Packers they basically sold out to stop the run. They said Jalen is going to be rusty. He's not going to be throwing the ball like he should be throwing the ball, and we saw it. He was rusty. He was late on some passes from what I saw, and he was hesitant to throw the ball. But besides that, I mean, they were selling out for the Green Bay Packers. They were selling out to stop
They was
Saquon.
putting 8 people in the box.
They put 9 people in the box at one time.
Right, right. And I said, I was like, and when Jalen's coming back, rusty or not, Kellen, if you know the Packers are blitzing after halftime, how did you not make any adjustments for some of those quick outs? Why are you still running plays that take 50 years to develop when they
Well,
blitzing us?
there was a few plays that I saw where Jalen was extremely, his eyes was not where it should have been. He had a crossing route to Dallas, got it over the middle. He took a sack on that play.
Hmm.
But shout out to Dallas Goddard. He just he young bull the defensive back for a touchdown. He said, "Get off me, get off! What
Did
you
you
doing
see
this week?"
him?
Yo, shout out to Jahan Dotson getting his first touchdown. Even though I didn't see it, he got his first touchdown.
And shout out to the young guy, Quinyon Mitchell, who had no interceptions during the regular season, but secured his first career interception in his first playoff appearance. Shout
Yes,
out to
sir.
him, man.
Whew.
Oh,
AJ Brown was reading a book on the sideline. Y'all see that?
Yeah, it's you want to know what it's called?
what is it?
What was it? They told me. I saw it, but I didn't pay attention because I was checking it.
The book is called
101 Ways to Kill Time
Inner
while you blowing out the
Excellence. The
Packers.
book is called Inner Excellence: Train Your Mind for Extraordinary Performance and the Best Possible Life by Jim Murphy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
It's a
101.
motivational book. Add it to your Audible if you're looking to improve, your inner
What'd you,
excellence.
what'd you say, Dark Knight?
I thought it was 101 Ways to Kill Time while you blowing out the Packers. That wasn't okay. That wasn't it. All right, maybe I'll write that book. Okay, I'll write it. No,
So
but
shout out to Josh
I need
Jacobs.
that. No, put that. I need that. Text
Yo,
that to me.
Josh Jacobs ran on us like a grown ass man today.
Yeah, he was mad. He got hurt at the end of the game though. He didn't come back in.
Oh yeah, he did. He did. Thank God.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
got,
because that third short yardage third down would have went to him had he been healthy. So
yeah.
and there's no telling what would have happened had they got that first down on that one. But because he was not in there, it was an easy stop for the Eagles defense, and then they did hold them on fourth down thanks to Jordan Love's errant throw. It was
Mhm.
if it was a little more accurate, they might have gotten that first down, but thank God it wasn't. And that was a critical defensive stand late in the game and helped us to seal that victory. Jake Elliott was able to make a field goal.
What is wrong with Jake Elliott?
I know.
Listen. I said this. I said we owe Nick an apology. He's known all season, and I said this week 8, week 10. I was like, he's known. Why do you think the first 4 games we was like, why is Nick going for it on fourth down and not kicking a field goal when we got a kicker? Because he knew.
Yeah,
He
Seriously wrong with Jake
he
Elliott.
knew he lost his mojo this season. The coaches already knew. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
And I
like you
agree
said, Dark Knight before.
defense, quote unquote, save us, but offense did their job to at least run the clock. We still managed that clock. So whether we produced the points we wanted to see or the high flying offense we wanted to see, this is when understanding how to manage a game, what the Chiefs do very well.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to win. How you think we lost the Super Bowl? They ran the clock out on us.
Yep, exactly. And shout out to Saquon for that heads up play. He could have padded his stats. He could have took it to the house, and we would have still won the game. And he slid, killed the clock, and ended the game right then. So real heads up. Being mentally in the game is a part of the game as well as everything else, and that was mentally smart for him to take the sacrifice and go down instead of adding 70 more yards, because that was a home run. He could have took that to the house. He could have took that one to the house.
Yeah, for sure.
Question: What's going on with the Kobe Dean? Because when I started watching it, he wasn't in the game anymore. They say he was injured. Any updates?
No updates as of yet. Somebody put up their sore knee. I don't know if that was a actual report or a
I need facts.
hopeful thinking.
I need facts.
I don't
I
know.
don't want probably out. If he's not out, we don't know. We're gonna have to wait to the injury report and the medical report tomorrow. Or even post game. Is post game on? Somebody watching post game? Because they're not gonna give us a medical update today.
No, they're not. Dion joins the party. He says, now I got to hear about AJ reading the book on the sideline.
I know.
Yes, you do. Not only do you have to hear that, you got to go get the book. You got to get the book.
I'm definitely downloading it to Audible.
Yeah, I got a credit left for Audible, man. Give me that. Post it in the. I need that.
Okay,
Text
I'm
it
gonna
to me.
post
No,
it now.
text it. No, you can post it in the chat, but I need you to text it to me because
Yeah.
I need that book.
I retweeted it on our Twitter account, but I'm
Okay.
gonna send it to you.
The
All
thing
right.
is,
So Palatero, he's our most negative fan, and I say that tongue in cheek. But he says, watch
He
everyone
so
making a big
is.
thing, especially ESPN and NFL Network about AJ. Yeah, we'll probably hear it not only on the national
Don't
network,
care.
but
No
on
one
the
likes
local
us.
sports talk. We'll probably hear that. Dean was missed when he was out. Yeah, I agree with that.
yeah,
I
they
don't
should have had a
want.
brace on.
Yeah, I don't want him to. Hopefully he's okay. I don't want to. I don't want him to miss significant
We
time. So I
put
hope
8
he's
of our
okay.
players out. 8.
This is look. Me and Older Pace agrees. This is where I am with it. Maybe Jake got some at home issues going on. I'm telling you. Man. Nobody is Reddick Hassan's not on the team anymore, right? So we don't have to worry about nobody messing with his wife, right? Okay, all right, okay,
No.
all right. So, all right. So Sulema, it was funny
You
watching
being
the
messy,
Packers lose their
Dante.
coach.
You being messy.
All right, all right. I don't know where that came from. Palatero says defense saved us. Yes, they did. The offense, Real Will says offense was dry. The
It was.
offense was
It was dry.
yeah, it was. I ain't gonna lie.
But 22 points
My
ain't nothing. I
offenses
mean,
have been dry this playoff season. Have you paid attention?
It was
They're
flannel
always
and
dry
Uggs,
this
as
season.
Nichelle said in the
Flannel and Uggs.
in the game day chat. It was flannel and Uggs today, and as I like to refer to it, it was unseasoned soul food today. We had unseasoned soul food. There was no Lowry seasoned salt in there. There was no smoked turkey butts. It was just
Nothing.
boiled
hmm
boiled cabbage. I'm
It was
talking
it
about.
was it was potato salad with raisins in it. Vanilla as hell.
ugh, ugh, ugh.
But we did come out with the W, so I'm happy about that. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna be happy about it, and we're gonna hope that this is the wake up game that everybody needs. Like I said, we had young people. We had a lot of young people that were in the playoffs for their first time, and sometimes you just have to experience the playoffs before you can adapt to just
hmm
the
Mhm.
hmm
intensity and the how high an urgency there is in a playoff game. So hopefully this will wake everybody up. Everybody gets on board now. Then we go into every game realizing that you know we can't leave anything on the field or anything on the table, and that includes our offensive coordinator also.
Yeah, it's time for our offensive coordinator to wake up and realize that Jalen's not saying everything right now. And you know what? The crazy thing, I look at this game, it reminds me of 2017 Dark Knight in the Shell. Like when we
Hmm.
played the Falcons, we put up 15 points. Our offense looked anemic. Our defense kept us in that particular game. This is the same type vibe. Like was able to run the ball. We couldn't get nothing past. But our defense pretty much kept us in the game all the whole time.
Yeah, and we didn't like it, but I mean, Jalen Hurts still had a QB rating of 111.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
put some respect on my man's name. Whether we liked it, it was high flying or not. Guess what? He took care of the ball.
Well, we got to read a book.
He took care of the ball. He still had a QB rating of 111. He didn't throw ill-advised passes. He didn't throw picks. And that's what you do when you're a leader. That's what the Pat Mahomes of the world does. They don't care about looking pretty. They care about winning. And they don't always make the best throws and they don't always make the best decisions. But their number one decision that they do make is to make sure that they know how to control that clock and not give the ball back to the other team even when their
Yeah.
offense ain't clicking. So that's what's going to be the test of the muster. How do you persevere when everything's not clicking? Can you still manage the game? Can you still keep
Yes.
control?
Hmm.
That's what the playoffs are about because that's what
Mhm.
the Mahomes of the worlds do. That's what the Josh Allens of the worlds do. What you do when the ball's not clicking with your offense? What you gonna do?
All right, Palatero asks, who would y'all want to play, Washington or Tampa Bay? Well,
We owe Tampa an
unfortunately, we
F.
don't get to play both. We don't get to play the winner of the game. If Washington wins, they will automatically play Detroit because they'll be the lowest seed remaining. So we will not play Washington. The only way we will play Washington is if we meet them in the NFC conference championship game. If Tampa
Really?
Bay wins, then we will play them, right? So if Washington wins, we play the winner of the Rams and Vikings game. If Tampa Bay wins, I think we play Tampa Bay. So
What's
I'm
in the
putting
playoffs?
Washington. I don't want to play. I don't want to play Tampa Bay. I ain't gonna lie, but I'd rather play the winner of Minnesota and the Rams rather than face Tampa Bay if it was up to me. And
Listen,
I
it
know
doesn't
that this.
matter who we face.
Who
Say
we
The way
what?
this
we
defense,
placing the highest seed left or the lowest seed left? Who do we play after tomorrow and tonight's game?
the
Do we
second
know?
lowest seed.
The second lowest seed. Yeah.
Okay.
Second lowest seed. But you know what? The way this defense is playing, shout out to Q getting his interception finally. Um, I think we'll be good to go against anybody. And now that Oren Burks is going to be in there, he's going to have a week of practice to really get down to defense because you saw what he did in that last game. He had 17 tackles, so he can ball on this level. He just gotta now he's going to be in the game plan. He got to understand the different concepts that's trying to be coached to him because there were a lot of mishaps on this behalf that I saw. Um, so I'm happy with the win, but there's no way AJ should have one catch. Listen, I agree
Yeah.
with that. They
Yeah.
targeted him three
And
times, one catch for 10 yards. That makes absolutely no sense.
Mm-mm,
none at all. Like, dude,
mm-mm.
what are we doing?
I agree with
What are we
that.
doing?
And you know what? And I also agree that AJ needs to do a little bit of work because I think Rachel put it up here in the chat before. Smitty
Mhm.
came back to the ball. Dotson came back to the ball. Sometimes, dude, you're going to have to do some extra work to help your quarterback out when the blitz is on and he can't see the lanes. And a lot of times, the difference is when the receiver actually will take their time to come back to the ball and get to another open position. You can't just run your route and give up and be like, damn, he didn't hit me. Nah, come back to him. Help
Come
him
on,
out.
that's a diva. That's a diva receiver. You know they do that.
Help
All
him
diva
out.
receivers
Smitty
do
knows how
that.
to do that. Jahan Dotson knew how to do that. That's how we got the touchdown.
Mm,
He came back.
And you
yeah.
want to hear something crazy real quick?
What's that?
Saquon had 25 carries for 119 yards.
Balling.
He would have had the record. He would have had the record last game of the
Easy.
season.
Oh yeah, he definitely would have had the record, man. He would have had that record in the first half of that game.
Yeah, but
But
this
you know
is a
what? Shout
team
out to the
sport.
Eagles. Yeah.
This is a team sport. What you drinking, Pat? Like, sheesh.
I got a bar over here I gotta go to get some. Let me go. Let me see. I got some tequila since I'm in Mexico. Let me get some tequila. I'll be right back.
All right. He's gonna get his
I
his,
mean, you
his
sat down with not like what
I
is
know.
that
What is
all
wrong
about?
with you? Like you didn't know
Yeah.
that you were gonna be on Eagles Talk? Like are you
Well,
calling
I didn't know.
F-
I didn't know it was working. I didn't know the internet was working.
Oh,
The Rams are soft. Everybody's talking about who they want to face. Jock says Commanders, Rams, or Vikings. What's the easiest outing for us? Yes, I would rather face all of them than Tampa Bay. But don't get it twisted. We got to play Tampa Bay, then they got to go down. But if I had my choice, yeah, I would try to avoid them.
well,
Not
let's
that I
hope
don't think we
this
can
is.
beat them. We can beat them, I think.
I
And
think we could beat anybody left in the field.
right.
I'm not. That's not my concern.
No, it's not.
So y'all want it to all look pretty. I don't really care at this point.
All right,
I
look,
do,
I
but
got
I
some
do
Jose
I
quick.
do
Oh, I'm
choose the
sorry.
path of least resistance, though. I am one of those. Just give me the
Nope,
easiest path to the Super Bowl. All right,
That's
so Pat
nope.
is ready. Let us celebrate our Philadelphia Eagles. You're watching Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around. That's by us Eagles fans, for us Eagles fans. And here on the Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team. That is the Philadelphia Eagles, the victorious Philadelphia Eagles. The 1-0 Philadelphia Eagles, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. So, Pat, what are you doing? What are you partaking
So they have Jose in the room, but the gate the what's the brown one? The not the Rob Zero, the
Anejo.
in? Anejo?
Aneo, but it still smells like Jose Gold.
Oh, okay.
It's special. They got the
All right.
corners like they got the bottles in here. They upside down. You got to put the glass up to it.
Oh, wow. Okay, Pat. Pat and Cabo. Everybody, let me know what you're doing out there. Nichelle doing a lemon drop. I'm doing ginger ale. All right, so here we go. To our Philadelphia Eagles. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. All right, man.
Hey.
Philadelphia Eagles, we're victorious. But you gotta get out of here, man. I'm gonna go watch the. I want to see them watch the Commanders and the Tampa Bay. I don't know why would they put them on. Can anybody explain why would we not
We should
be
have
the
been a
prime
night
time?
game.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Well, believe it or not, the 4:30 games actually considered. Remember this: the 4:30 games considered a primetime game. Back in the day when we had CBS and um Channel 29 watching the games, you could only watch one game at 1 p.m. or the last games at 4:30. So they consider the 4:30 the actual primetime game, even though we have an 8:30 game or a night game.
okay.
So the 4:30 time slot is actually the primetime time slot.
It is a
This
prime
was
time slot.
way back in the day.
Because it's
Okay.
a Sunday,
All right.
Sunday night. Sometimes people drop off if they're traveling and got to.
Man, listen, it's 6:30 here. I'm about to go out and it's 68
you go
degrees.
ahead.
And it feels like 80 outside. It feels lovely.
Nice.
You do that. You go ahead and do that. We're going to watch the Commanders and such. But that was a great explanation because I was wondering all day, like, why would we be at 4:30 and not at 8:00? But that makes perfect sense. So our Philadelphia
happy to
Eagles
listen
are
to
1-0, and that's all we have to do is go 1-0. 3 more weeks, and we will hoist our second Super Bowl trophy, Lombardi Trophy. So let's hope that can happen next week. I'm your man, Dark Knight, for Nichelle and Pat. Enjoy your week. We'll be back on Thursday to talk about it. Enjoy. We're out. Peace.
We go live in 5.